Well, this has been a surprise. I have actually just looked this up last night, and I actually found something very shocking. But this has been going on for over years. There's this guy named Simon who truly believes he might actually be the son of Charles and Camilla. And when I heard about this, I was like, I'm sorry, what? I was a bit confused and kind of thought, maybe not true. But actually, he might actually believe he is, and heck, he actually does look like them. I really don't know for sure if he is or not, but I have watched some videos where he talks about it, and kind of surprising. Now, what are my thoughts about it? Well, like I just said, well, kind of surprising that he does look like them both, because when you look at the pictures, he does actually look like them. Now, some people are saying if this is true, he is the rightful heir to the throne. Let me make this perfectly clear to you all. That is a flat out no, you're wrong. You're probably wondering, how are we wrong? Well, it's because it's the law. If he truly is Charles and Camilla's son, does that mean he has an actual claim to the English throne? He has zero claim. And there's a reason why for that. Because there's actually a law in English succession where basically no illegitimate or, bastard children who cannot inherit the throne. This law was made back in 17, almost at the end of the Stuart dynasty, when Queen Anne, who was the Queen of England back at the time, she was not going to have any heirs or children. She tried, but sadly she gave birth to over 40, but all died in miscarriages or stillbirths, or one did survive to 12 but died from smallpox. That's a sad ending. But Queen Anne died without an heir, and her parliament made the Act of Succession, which, because of this Act of Succession, it actually meant who can inherit the throne and who cannot. Which one of these rules are any bastard children of the English throne, which basically, you know what I mean, cannot inherit the throne. And this used to be not actually a law back then because King Henry VIII, he made both Mary and Elizabeth his heirs but sadly he had the marriage to both of their marriages dissolve, removing them. But he did re-put them back, but he never legitimated them. So therefore, they were still technically bastard children because when their wives, Catherine and Boleyn, when those two were either got divorced or beheaded, Henry technically had the marriage what do you call that word again? Annulment. Basically meaning the marriage never happened, and therefore Elizabeth Tudor and Mary Tudor were both declaimed as bastards, which is sad, but it's true. But even though they were still allowed to get titles and inherit could have claim to the English throne as heirs, because because Henry was able to allow that to happen back then. It was possible back then, but it's not possible now. So therefore, Simon definitely does not have any claim to the English throne at all, despite being Charles and Camilla's son. But how can they be, that child? Just in case you don't understand how a bastard child is born, basically, it means two parents that are not actually married had a child together, and that child is a bastard. Like, I'm a group of four siblings, and two of my siblings are actually bastard children because my parents are not married yet. They married right after the second one and had two more children, and the youngest one was me, making me and my older brother that we're not bastards because because our parents were married. Therefore, me and my brother are technically not bastards, but my two elder siblings are. You see what I mean? That's how it works. And also, that also means Charles and Camilla's son, if this guy truly is their son, then therefore Simon still does not have no claim to the English throne or that. I bring this up because people actually do believe he is the rightful heir. No, he is not. William is. William is truly the rightful heir of Charles's and Princess Diana, while Carmilla, she technically did not deliver an actual child that can be an heir to the throne, But that was because when they did got married, well, they technically did not got married before he was born, so therefore Simon still does not. Now some people are wondering, why the heck am I bringing this up? Because I still have seen many videos like talking about it. And like, to me, I'm sorry. No, you were wrong. Anyway, besides all that, does that technically mean Charles and Camilla? Well, could this man really be Charles and Camilla's son? I mean, I guess it's actually possible. He does look like them. I mean, I'm still spectating on it until we get like a DNA test. I don't know if we will or not, but the reason why I'm saying this is because just because he has a DNA test or any, I mean, before, I have seen many royals in the past for hundreds of years claiming to be a lost monarch or royal that was claimed to be dead but was somehow secretly not, but it was always a lie, trying to get their hands on the English throne or other thrones in France. And quite honestly, it's like, wow, they seem, back then people really seemed to not. But now that we have DNA tests and everything, it can be easily proven. But let's be honest here, I don't think really people are going to try to do that much now these days. Simon is pretty much trying to claim he is, and I mean, it actually is a possibility, but still, it's kind of surprising. Now, some people are thinking, well, maybe it's not. Maybe he's just acting, claiming, trying to get attention. Well, yeah, many others have done that before, but really, I don't. It could be possible. I don't know for a fact because his age definitely says it's a possibility. Charles and Camilla knew each other back then, and it was a possibility. Elizabeth or no one else wanted to know that that Charles had conceived a child with a woman he was not married to. So there are possibilities, but doesn't mean it's 100% true. Not until we get more DNA tests. Once we get that, we'll find out for a fact if he truly is Charles and Camilla's son. But if he is, there will be no change of active succession or anything that would argument. Anyone that does try to say, well, they clearly don't know that's the law, where basically ingeminate, illegitimate, oh, I can't say that word, like, you know what I mean, bastard children cannot inherit the throne. That's basically the simple law. I mean, I don't know if he's Catholic or Protestant, but there's also a law that basically says Protestants can't inherit the throne either. There's also this other law where, really? I mean, where basically it used to be here, but it got changed in 2013 when William was having his first child with Catherine. When they had their Queen Elizabeth in her apartment, it got that law changed where male primogeniture, which basically means male children will inherit over females, where basically if you were the oldest daughter and you were technically the oldest child, but if you had four brothers, you would be not to the very last. But because of this law change, if this was how William had children, where he had one eldest daughter that was the oldest and four younger sons, she would be on top because that law changed. Because now it's been changed to all primogeniture, which gives the daughters equal right to the English throne, and they don't have to let their brothers kick her off to the back and letting the baby brother get the crown type thing. I mean, that is true because they have three children and their middle child is a daughter, but she does not have to give her title as heir to her younger brother because because all primogeniture, which basically she has equal right to inherit the throne if something was to happen to her brother, and her other younger brother would not inherit because she comes next. But really, other than that, that's just how the active system really works. And so I can kind of bring this up because, well, like I said before, many people do believe it could be possible, but no, it's not. It's simply the actual law. Well, maybe the law should be changed. If that was true, then that means any child that Charles could have had with any other woman could technically be heir to the throne. When you think about it, like they could each have a line of succession. Where, like, imagine this: Charles met this woman and had a child with her one night, and that. There's other, like, do you see what I mean? Why that law is put there? This is not to create a big mess and everything. You have to have a child that you have to have a child with this woman that you were married to. You have to be married and then have children with her. You can't. It can't be the other way around where, oh, but we got married after the child was born, so therefore, no, 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 no. You have to have the child before you were, after you were married. Therefore, if you did not have these children after your marriage, these children are not official and cannot be claimed to the throne. That's the law. I just want to kind of bring, honestly, I just want to kind of bring this whole entire discussion out here because a lot of people are thinking Simon could take the throne or somehow it's possible, like I said before, but at the end of the day, it's 100% no, he's not. This law has been literally here for hundreds of years because of almost the end of this during dynasty. They didn't want Catholics to get back on the throne because there was a bunch of drama with that back then. But also they didn't want somehow taking a chance of a non-child from the royal family to inherit the throne because you have to. I can make a whole entire video explaining that would happen a few hundred years ago, but that's basically the point. What we have here now. So if Simon truly is, like I said, there is no claim to the English throne, and there is no claim for William that his title can be removed or anything. William is truly the rightful heir, and his children are next after him. So therefore, this argument is dismissed. William is the rightful heir, Simon is not. So therefore, I hope you enjoy this discussion, understanding how come if Simon truly is Camilla, and Charleston, why the marriage why they cannot be the rightful heir. This boy will not inherit the throne in any way or short form. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this discussion. Until then, this is Justin Game 44 signing out. Until then, I will see you later. Bye.